All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are live. I'm trying to hold my microphone as close to my face as I can because I've noticed on a lot of my live streams that the audio is a little bit quiet. And so anytime that I go back and I pull footage from a live stream, I definitely have to turn up the volume on it. But anyways, I wanted to come on live today because I've been making some changes here on the channel. And I didn't want to have to go back and, record a video to explain everything and, go back and do a bunch of editing, try to find music. I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys live to explain what the situation is and why things are the way that they are. Now, for those of you that don't know, over the past 4 weeks, YouTube has given me a total of 3 channel violations. Now, the very first one was it was just a warning, right? And so I didn't really think too much of it. I tried to appeal the warning, and unfortunately, my appeal, it didn't go through. They denied it. And so a couple weeks later, I got my very first channel strike. And so, and it's all pretty much been for the same thing. YouTube, for whatever reason, seems to think that I'm trying to sell guns on their platform. And when you go back and you try to find out things more specifically that you're doing wrong, that way you can maybe try to fix it, YouTube doesn't give you any sort of details as far as what exactly you did. It just lists the policy that you supposedly violated. Now, guys, in my videos, okay, in a lot of my gun reviews and my ammunition reviews and my holster reviews and things of that nature, I don't link directly to any gun-related websites. I never have, okay? And all I tell you guys in the video is that if you're interested in picking up anything in the video, whether it be a gun or ammunition or a holster, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that we're talking about in that video, that you can click on the link below that says cool gun stuff, and that takes you to a separate page, my website. And on that website, there you can find links to other firearm-related websites, but I never directly link to Kentucky Gun Company or PalmettoStateArmory.com or any one of the other firearm-related websites that I am affiliated with and do have affiliate links for. So when you go back and you read their policy as far as the firearm-related policy, whenever it comes to linking directly to websites, it says nothing about providing a link to your own personal website. That also on that website, your website, right? It says nothing about you not being able to link to other gun-related websites on a personal website. And that's where the confusion comes in, because YouTube, like many other similar websites, Facebook, Instagram, things of that nature, they have very, I don't want to say loose, but they have very, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Very vague rules and policies and things of that nature whenever it comes to firearm-related content. And certain places like TikTok, they don't allow it at all. You know what I mean? And they leave it open-ended like that. That way, basically, whenever they feel like it, they can violate you for whatever they want to violate you for. So in the case of me selling guns or trying to sell guns on YouTube on their platform, that's not what's happening. All I do is provide a link for you guys to my website. And if you choose to click on an affiliate link website link on my personal website, then you can. But it's not against their rules, and it never has been. At least not to my knowledge. But anyways, if you guys have been paying attention in the online gun community here recently, you'll notice that I'm not the only one that this has happened to. And with some of the other YouTubers that I'm in contact with, the Humble Marksman, 12 Spies, who was formerly Buddy Tech, Armed Atlas, these are all people that I talk to, not necessarily on a regular basis, but I have direct contact with. I've mentioned to them that this is going on, but it's not just going on with me. Okay, there's a lot of other gun channels out there right now who are experiencing demonetization. They're experiencing channel strikes. They're experiencing warnings. They're experiencing all these different things for things that they shouldn't be getting channel violations and warnings and things of that nature for. So at the end of the day, what's happening is YouTube is cracking down once again on gun-related channels. And it seems that this is the only industry that they really seem to care about so much so that they're willing to violate not only your First Amendment right to free speech, but also your Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to leave you with something that not only applies to what we do here on YouTube, but also to life in general. Okay, and this is a pretty big problem that I've noticed over the past couple of years. These companies, whether it's a bank or a social media website or an employer or whatever the case may be, they've got all these different policies that benefit them. And if you notice, these policies, not only are they just wrong, but they're illegal on a fundamental level. I had an experience with a bank here recently in which they took money out of a family member's bank account. And they did so because the family member, their mail didn't make it to their house. And so they applied a $5 bad address fee to their account every month until that person got in touch with them to try to fix the situation, even though it wasn't their fault that their mail wasn't delivered. And that's just one example of everything that's been going on over the past couple of years, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse. Guys, these companies have policies that not only violate all sorts of your rights, but are just downright wrong. And I will never understand how a policy of a company can, like, it's just okay for them to have any sort of policy, despite what the law says that they should or should not do or can and cannot do. You know what I mean? Like, if they had a policy that said that they could commit murder and that was okay, they would do that shit with a smile on their face. You see what I'm saying? Because their policy says that they can. And although that may be a fairly extreme way of looking at things, think about it. They have a policy that says that they can take your money. They have a policy that says that they can take your livelihood. They have a policy that says that they can do all these different things to you because they have a policy that says so. And when you try to fight them on it, you know, nobody wants to take accountability. Nobody wants to take responsibility for what's going on. It always falls back to, it's always defaulting back to, oh, it's our policy. I didn't write the policy. But anyways, I'm going on a bit of a tangent, ladies and gentlemen. I want to kind of let you guys know what's going on. This channel, my channel, because of everything that's going on and all the strikes and violations that I currently have, I'm not going to be uploading any more content here for right now. Now, I know the title of the video says that I quit, but I'm not quitting. We're just going to change things up, or we're going to move things to the backup channel. And for those of you that still, for whatever reason, haven't found me there, guys, go find me on the backup channel. It's called Moro 2.0. That's going to be the main channel from this point going forward. And you're going to notice that the content that I have been uploading and will be uploading from this point going forward is going to be a little bit different as opposed to the things that you guys have been seeing, at least on this channel. Guys, in the 4.5, 5 years that I've been running this channel, I've made it up to about 6,330 or 27 subscribers. And although I'm very appreciative to have each and every one of you guys subscribe to this channel, that is nowhere close to what I would have imagined it to be after 5 years worth of work. But in the time that I've spent here on YouTube, I've learned a lot. And so instead of hanging up the towel and completely giving up and completely quitting, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the knowledge of everything that I've learned and I'm going to apply that to the next channel. So if you guys want to see more of what I have to offer, go find me on my backup channel, because not only am I going to be running that channel, but I've also started ramping up. I have a TikTok page, an Instagram page, and a Facebook page that all correlate and have all the same content on them as my backup YouTube channel, which is now my main channel. Here's some things that I want to kind of give you guys some insight on. Because of the way that social media has gone, it's no longer feasible for me to upload and work on full feature-length content. So 10-minute videos, 15-minute videos, 20-minute videos or longer, I'm not doing that anymore, because the way that things have been going, especially here lately, a lot of the content, the viral content, the content that people are really zeroing in on is 60 seconds or less. And I think that's why TikTok is so popular. And so I'm going to make the attempt to beat these fuckers at their own game. Okay. And guys, it's not a money thing because, like I've said in plenty of other live streams and plenty of other videos before, I don't make very much money on this channel. I never have. You know, it's all been through affiliate links, and I might see maybe $10 a month tops, maybe 15 from the videos that I've produced over the past 5 years. That's not even enough to reimburse me for all the money that I've spent on the guns, ammunition, and camera equipment, but that's not the point. The point that I'm trying to make here is that it's not a money issue. Okay, it's a personal issue. It's a freedom issue. It's an American issue. If these companies don't want to act like Americans, if these companies don't want to support us in what we do, if these companies want to have all these different ridiculous ass policies that punish us for doing things that we haven't done, that we have no involvement in, if they're going to try to silence us and suppress us and push us to the side and delete us and not give us the same opportunities that other industries on these platforms have, then not only does it say a lot about these companies, but it lets us know where we stand. You know what I mean? So I'm not quitting. At this point, I can't quit. I've got too much invested in it to quit. But one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to let these fuckers shut me down just because they think what I'm doing is wrong. So now it's time to ramp up. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, because of my financial situation with this new house and some personal stuff that I have going on right now, I can't really afford to continue to produce a lot of content. But one thing that I can do is go back through the 4.5 or 5 years worth of content that I've already produced, chop it up, and put it on the new channel, put it on the Instagram, put it on Facebook, put it on TikTok. And I can also change directions on the channel. That way, I still get to produce content, and I still get to get the name out there, and I still get to reach out to you guys the same way that I've been doing over the past 4.5 or 5 years. And I think, in my opinion, that's going to be better than me just, throwing in the towel and giving up. So, long story short, ladies and gentlemen, this is my last video here on the channel. Like I said, we're going to be moving on to the new channel, Moro 2.0, and I invite you guys to meet me over there. But on that note, guys, I think that's pretty much all I have for today's video. I can't really think of anything else that I need to pass along to you guys. Just know that I'm not going anywhere. We're just going to have to do things a little bit differently. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys for all of your years of support. And let's keep rocking and rolling.